Hello. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry I haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks. I apologize for that. The end of the semester is always hard for full-time students, so I appreciate you sticking around. I do have a fun little video for today. I wanted to talk about my experience going to New York City clubs. I do want to start off by saying I am not a club person whatsoever. I'm not a person that likes to go out. I don't like big crowds. I have sensory issues, so sometimes loud music is too much. For the most part, from what I've seen going to concerts and everything, I do like concerts because they're so loud. You know, happy feelings. So I went to my friend's house. I got to see Buddy. Little old Buddy. Buddy is her dog, the sweetest little thing. I swear, he's just like a little fluff. You just want to like, I think I started getting ready like 2 hours before, and we still almost made it late. I'm not telling you what that restaurant is. To the people that know, you know, keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything to anyone. Bro, it's already so packed that I don't need anyone else ruining it for me. Once I graduate though, y'all are gonna get the info. Amazing food. Their burgers slap. Let me not even get into it because the burgers are so fucking good. Like there's no words to describe them. The drinks, okay, they get you drunk. Like they're really heavy with their pours, so whatever. So the dinner reservation was like at 6:30 and the club promoter was like, oh, we're gonna go head out to this place at 10:30. So my friends and I were like, damn, like that's a long time. But we ended up leaving at like 10. It worked out. So we head over to the first place. Actually, I had to look this up and like make sure I'm saying it right, but I still don't know.
Fleur.
Fleur?
Fleur.
The Fleur room, I think. Oh my god, when we got there, we stood in line and I recently turned, actually not that recently, hold up. Whatever, so we're in line. The club promoter has like 3-4 other girls in front of us that are gonna go in with us, and it was our turn to go in and like show our IDs, right? Tell me why most of these girls were under 21 and they didn't let them go in, and we were just like, oh, here's my ID, thank you. Oh guys, take care. I fully thought they were over 21. Like I would have been convinced, but I guess not. We go in and they had to check our bags. Tell me why he had a flashlight looking into my bag and I thought I had my little pencilman, but I ended up not having it. I think I lost it that night. He was checking in with the light, with the flashlight, and he was staring, and then my friend goes, it's a tripod, it's a tripod. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is not anything, like it's just my tripod. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna have to keep this over here because like, you know, it's a big object, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, take the one thing I was gonna use to film. So we're going up the staircase. It gave like a really cool vibe. The walls and the lighting was all red and there was a sign up that said the Fleur room. It was such a cool spot to take photos, but I couldn't take photos because everybody was coming in and out of there. We see this lounge area that has like its own different sections and a bar over here on the left. I was like, okay, if this is a place, like it seems like a cool, just chill place, like talking with a drink in your hand, like speakeasy vibes. We turn a corner, go to the right, and I see a coat check, and the promoter's telling us, oh, we have to go up the elevator. My friends and I do coat check because I'm not about to be walking around with my fur big brown jacket. Just like the lounge downstairs, it was very like chill vibes, no dancing. You know, and if there is dancing, you know, slight dancing, but more of like you're singing the songs out loud and doing your thing. The color scheme I really did like. It was like a fuchsia, pink, purple vibe. The walls were all mirrors and you could just see the skyline, see all the buildings. It felt fake almost. I had no clue that when you go with a club promoter, you don't pay a cent. You don't pay entrance, you don't pay drinks, you don't pay for tables. I'm a broke 20-year-old student that just got fired and you're telling me I don't have to pay for a good night? The music was alright. It was more like old school music. I feel like this was a great place to start off the night. Something chill where you're sitting, drinking your little cocktail, taking it in, talking to your friends. Like it wasn't anything crazy. I'd rate this place like a 9 out of 10. Like I like the music, I like the area, I like the way it looked, I like the views, the photos, everything. But the people, yo, tell me why I'm over here. You could see me clearly taking photos. You can see my friend clearly with a phone in her hand taking photos of me with the skyline behind. Tell me why a woman stands in front of me and starts taking photos with her friend. babe, you're not capturing any of the skylines, any of the buildings. You're taking photos of me in the background. And she did not leave. Like, I was standing there trying to take my photos and she was not leaving. And it ended up that her camera woman was elbow in my friend's face trying to take these photos good. And I'm like, can't you wait? You know, to be petty, I realized they stopped taking photos. Honestly, the photos that I was taking weren't even that good. But I just stood there because I'm like, you're not about to take photos anymore until I leave. So I'm just taking photos of myself, selfie, full body, you know, all that. And then she looks at me and she's like, you want me to take the photo of you? No, I don't want you to take photos of me. I was just so fucking annoyed. Like, there's photos of me where I'm just, you could clearly see I'm pissed off. The promoter's like, okay, guys, I'm calling the Uber now to head over to the next place. And we're like, okay, cool. We know we're about to leave. So we get up and this guy comes up to my friend, basically offering her a drink. And she's like, like, if you're gonna give me a drink, get a drink for me and my friends. And he's like, okay. Like, my two other friends didn't notice, but I noticed him pointing, you. And I'm like, and he was basically choosing the guys for each of us. What do you mean you're choosing for us? If anything, we'd be choosing you. Because what the fuck do you mean? And the dude that he put me with, we didn't even have a conversation yet. Like, I don't even know what his name... I don't even know how he fully looks like. He was facing the other way. And it's not even like he has a chance. Like, I have a boyfriend. And you're telling me it's already chosen. Like, you're gonna be with this one guy. Anyways, they end up getting us shots. And I was next to them. But then by the time we got the shots, I was already, like, towards the door, the other side of the table. He starts handing the three of us the shots, and I guess the bartender made 3 at a time, so he was expecting us to wait. Babe, we just took all that, and then the club promoter was like, oh, the Uber's downstairs, or are you guys ready to leave? Yes, sir, thank you very much, like, let's head out. Next thing on the list, oh, we took an Uber to Tao. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about this place. It seems pretty popular. When you walk in through these big ass fucking doors. You keep walking down the staircase. At that point, I was pretty much sober. Like, I had a few drinks, but nothing was hitting me at that time. But I was just thinking, like, if I was drunk or if I was somewhat tipsy, I'd be falling down these staircases. This place was more dance floor oriented. Like, it wasn't you sit down and chat. It was very much you're dancing on the dance floor and that's it. And that was the vibe I was going for. Like, I was ready to start moving my hips. It was funny because my friend and I were like, play some sexy. This place is when I got sloppy. Remember when I was talking about free drinks? I took advantage. What do you mean? I will say though, the music choices for this place were kind of weird. They would play some good music, and then they would play like Bulletproof. And then they played Baby by Justin Bieber. Remember, drinks were in me, the dance moves were flowing. I was enjoying it. It was just weird to see that at a club in 2024. But yeah, other than music, other than vibes, it was all good. The only thing that I didn't like was that there were so many old men with all just young women. Ew. Why are you fucking almost 60 hanging out with a 20-year-old? You're disgusting. Overall, I'll give that place, I was gonna say 8 out of 10, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because at one point I went to the bathroom. I wish I took a video, but the bathroom was so nice. It had this section in between the sinks. It had pads, it had tampons, it had deodorant, it had, I think, a toothbrush with toothpaste. Thank you. This is the type of service I want and I need. Since it was already so late and this place was kind of like dying out, he knew that there was another place that was like up right now. So we ended up going. When we got to the third place, we walk in. Amazing, beautiful lobby. Eventually we go up the elevator. This elevator, full mirrors all around. I could see how terrible I look. It was so embarrassing. I was sweating, dripping, smoky eye was running, hair was so frizzy. I looked disgusting. And I ended up taking photos with the promoter. Like, what am I? Actually, go to the bathroom and fix yourself up. And this place, also just red vibes. Like, it was just all red lighting, red atmosphere. When we walked in, they were playing Sexy. So I was like, ah. They went straight into Spanish music for the rest of the night. Thank God I wrote this down because I forgot. This place didn't have a dance floor. I don't even know how to explain it. The main area is the dance floor, but it was mostly just like enough space for people to barely walk through. And then the center had like elevations of like certain things, so people were standing on that, but you really couldn't dance anyways. This place was mostly like a get drunk, hook up with whoever you want type of vibe. Like, it wasn't like you could dance, and it wasn't like a sit down and chat because the music was way too loud. Unless you want to step outside. This area is enclosed with windows, and then if you step out those windows, there's like a balcony with windows covering. So it was like an indoor-outdoor place. The seating area was set up so adorable. I don't know, I liked the decorations, I liked everything. The music, I think at that point, I was just so tired that I couldn't even get into the music. I really tried to, but I couldn't. I also remember them handing me a shot, and I couldn't take it, but I took it. What do you mean? I'm never gonna deny a drink. There's this guy that my friend was like, I want him, so I was like, I did that. They ended up like dancing for a bit. I couldn't dance anymore. My feet were killing me. So I sat down, took off my shoes, and I was just sitting there. This is when I actually looked at my phone and saw the time. Oh my god. It was nearly 4 in the morning. Our next train to get back to her house was like 5:40. I wasn't annoyed, but I was just like, damn, bro, what are we gonna do in an hour and a half? My friends and I were also tired. Everybody else was dancing, and we were just like, I was going back home with the birthday girl, and the other friend was gonna take an Uber back home. We ended up waiting in the lobby for her Uber to come, just so that like she doesn't have to wait there alone. I was like, while we're waiting, can we make a transition video? And her Uber gets here, so she leaves, and I'm making this transition video with the birthday girl, and these two guys come up. Mostly one guy is talking, the other one is just standing there. The one guy is trying to flirt with my friend, and she's like, what do you want, blah blah. I want to say I'm not awkward, but I recorded the whole thing, and you can tell that I was off it. Like, I didn't fuck with his vibe, and I didn't fuck with the other friend's vibe. They were trying to make jokes, haha, and I was just like, oh,
Not yet. Not yet. Well, like,
everything I feel, you can tell in my face. I didn't even notice when, but the one that was sitting next to me got up and went somewhere, and then the other one was talking to the birthday girl. They were talking, and then he involves me. If you went out with me, like, would she be mad? And I was like, that's not me. Like, why would I care what she does? Like, that's her life. He starts talking about, like, I tell my friends how I feel, and like whatever I believe, I feel like they should take, because I'm always right. And he starts talking about his life story and how,
like, if you do some shit that's weird, like, I'm gonna let you know. But I do get the part where if you talk to, like, do they really have my best interest? Do I have trust issues?
low key, but it's okay.
Damn, I'm that toxic. For real?
Does he have trust issues? And he's asking us. I'm like, low key you do, but you know, we don't have to get into that. The other one comes back, and he's like, okay, we have to go. And the guy's like, oh, okay, like, you know, you guys, you know, enjoy the night, blah, blah, blah.
All right. Oh, yeah, we gotta go. All right, well. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm
sorry, I'm his manager. Good night.
Yeah, you as well. What the fuck just happened? No, it's not a manager. The guy's like, okay, yeah, you know, take care. I'm his manager, by the way. And then walks off. And we're like, this guy is an influencer? This guy has a manager? I didn't record him. I didn't want to put a camera in his face because I didn't know how he felt. But if I knew, turn the camera. The third place, I would give it a 7, 8 out of 10. I feel like if I was in the mood, I would enjoy it more. At that point, my feet couldn't take it. I couldn't dance. I couldn't sing. All I wanted to do was close my eyes. Yeah, that was an eventful night. I wouldn't take it back. I'm not a club person, but I did enjoy my night. I would recommend the Flirt Room if you're looking for like a chill spot that you just want to be with your friends and sit down. I would recommend Tao if you're looking to just dance and not do anything, not talk, not like just be in the moment. I'd recommend, I don't even know what the last place was called. I'd recommend the third place if you're looking to just hook up with people. If you've been to these places, if you want to go to these places, or if you know any other places that you would want to recommend to me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!